A not-so-lonely breakfast. George was an American man who decided to take a summer trip to Britain. He had always wanted to experience British life, drink proper English tea, and perhaps finally understand what bangers and mash actually meant. During his journey, he visited several British friends, including a lovely couple named Mr. and Mrs. Andrews, who lived peacefully near Edinburgh, where the sheep outnumber the people. George stayed at their house for a whole week, and he had a fantastic time. The Andrews were the perfect hosts. Mrs. Andrews made delicious meals, and Mr. Andrews told funny stories that sometimes made no sense, but always ended with everyone laughing. George felt completely at home. He even started saying "loo" instead of bathroom and cheerio instead of goodbye. On his final evening with the Andrews, George sat down with them and said politely, "My aeroplane to New York leaves very early tomorrow morning. I'll be up at 5 o'clock to make my own breakfast. Please don't come down. I don't want to wake you up so early." The Andrews smiled and agreed. Mr. Andrews joked, "Well, in that case, I'll dream of bacon while you cook it." They all laughed, and George went to bed after hugging them goodbye. The next morning, true to his word, George got up at 5 a.m., still half asleep and with his hair sticking up like a porcupine. He shuffled into the kitchen, rubbing his eyes and expecting an empty room. But when he looked at the table, he stopped and stared. In front of each chair was a framed photograph, Mrs. Andrews on her side of the table, smiling warmly, and Mr. Andrews on the other, looking like he was about to say something witty. George burst out laughing. "This is brilliant," he said. "I'm not going to eat my breakfast alone this morning after all." He sat down with the photo Andrews, made his toast, poured some tea, and had a cheerful breakfast with the best company 2 picture frames could provide. "Pass the butter, Mrs. Andrews," he said, and then chuckled at himself. "You're very quiet today, Mr. Andrews. Must be early for you." And so, George's last breakfast in Britain wasn't lonely at all. It was surprisingly full of laughter, tea, toast, and 2 very quiet but charming photo friends.